Global panic over the coronavirus grows as one potential case arrives in Ohio. What this means for the state ahead.
More rain is headed your way in Northeast Ohio. Stick around to know when you're going to need to pop open that umbrella.
The Kent State men's basketball team was in action last night against Bowling Green. Stay tuned to see how the Flashes ended their season at home.
A fugitive couple that were wanted for robbery are now in custody. We have details of their capture later on.
Welcome to today's FlashCast. I'm Gigdyt Hartman.
And I'm Kelsey Drennen. The Ohio Department of Health is testing an 8th person for exposure to the coronavirus. The person being tested showed symptoms of respiratory illness and had either traveled to China or been in close contact with someone who has COVID-19 in the past 14 days. According to the CDC, there are more than 60 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the U.S. as of March 2nd.
Kent State announced on Tuesday that all scheduled spring break trips to Italy and Vietnam are canceled due to coronavirus outbreak. In an email, the university said that they will not allow travel to or through countries issued at a Level 3 travel warning by the CDC. Kent State will continue to cancel trips to or through countries that receive Level 3 warnings. The total deaths from the coronavirus has risen to 9 in the U.S. There are more than 100 cases in 15 states, with New Hampshire, Georgia, and North Carolina being the most recent to join the battle against the virus. The head of the World Health Organization announced new estimates suggesting that the disease was far more lethal than previously expected. Both President Trump and the WHO continue to say the virus poses a manageable threat.
Ohio Governor Mike DeWine announced that the Arnold Sports Festival will continue this weekend as scheduled, but spectators will not be permitted to attend the event. DeWine says that following the guidance of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, officials have decided to limit this year's festival. In addition to not allowing spectators at the event, the governor also announced that the Arnold Fitness Expo show is canceled. However, spectators will be permitted to attend the Arnold Classic Finals on Saturday.
All lanes of State Route 8 in Hudson are now reopened following an accident in a construction zone. The accident had shut down a portion of the highway earlier. It occurred in the left lane of Route 8. The Ohio Department of Transportation reported delays of up to 20 minutes in the area. Traffic cameras showed traffic backed up to the Steeles Corner interchange, and police asked drivers to avoid the area.
Good morning, Kent State. I'm Nick Sommer with your weather. So currently in Kent, it is 39 degrees, still experiencing some clouds. We have winds approaching from the southwest at 8 miles per hour and a dew point of 28 degrees. Across Northeast Ohio, currently we are experiencing temperatures in the mid to high 40s. Not here though in Kent, we're still in the high 30s trying to reach up to that 40-degree weather. Today, mostly cloudy with a little bit of rain, and tonight we will see a little bit of sun before the sun goes down with temperatures up to the 45-46 range. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a mix of clouds, still at that 39 degrees, and the sun setting around 6:20 p.m. Your 7-day forecast, we're experiencing a mix of different weather conditions this week. So today, we're going to see showers like I stated, and then into the weekend, we're going to see a little bit of sun, some snow as well. But Sunday is the big day of the week. Temperature is 57 for the high. That's kind of getting into that spring weather. And temperatures still staying in the nice 50 range next week, but followed by some clouds and rain as well. That's all from me. Tune in tonight at 6 for an updated forecast. I'm Nick Sommer. Have a great day, Portage County.
Thanks, Nick. An Ohio lawmaker is ready to ban abortion in Ohio if the Supreme Court overturns the case Roe v. Wade. Representative John Becker is introducing a proposal to ban all abortions in Ohio, except to save the woman's life. This will not take effect unless the 1973 court case legalizing abortion nationwide is overturned. Becker says Ohio is a pro-life state and wants to be prepared if and when the Supreme Court returns the issue of abortion.
The Portage Park District has acquired an additional 89 acres of parkland, including 60 acres off Ferguson Road in Streetsboro. The Park District completed the Career Off purchase and Clean Ohio Fund, as well as an in-kind donation in the form of a bargain sale price. The use of the property includes a short trail and the rest area for the Portage Hike and Bike Trail. Career Off said the 60 acres on Ferguson Road will provide an ecological benefit to wildlife and area residents.
Police are investigating an incident that occurred in the Wallhaven neighborhood in Akron on Tuesday, which resulted in one woman killed and another injured. The police say they responded to the area of Scudder Drive near White Pond Drive after receiving a call from a woman in distress. When the officers arrived, they found two women, ages of 19 and 50, with stab wounds. No one has been charged, but detectives are looking at the evidence to determine if the incident was a break-in or domestic case. Federal prosecutors say that 20 more people have been charged in a drug operation that trafficked heroin, fentanyl, and cocaine from Mexico to U.S. cities, including Akron. A federal grand jury in Cleveland added the additional indictments to a case originally filed in January. The first charge was in Arizona, when residents were charged for helping to deliver cocaine to Cleveland. Prosecutors have charged a man who goes by the title El Chocolate as the head of the scheme.
A man and woman that were connected to robberies in Stowe and Jackson Township were arrested. They were identified as suspects to a Speedway robbery. The robbers had an employee at gunpoint while they stole cigarettes and drove away in an employee's car. Police said the people were arrested after a vehicle pursuit. The two were wanted for aggravated robbery and grand theft of a motor vehicle in Stowe.
Gina Fernassi, Playhouse Square's president and CEO, unveiled the new Broadway shows that are coming to Euclid Avenue in Cleveland. Shows that are making an appearance are To Kill a Mockingbird, Pretty Woman, Moulin Rouge, The Prom, and many others.
The Democratic candidates are fighting to win over the states. Who has won which states and what states are still deciding coming up.
The Kent State women's basketball team is tied for the Bobcats' first place in the MAC East. Stay tuned for more information on tonight's game against Ohio University.
After the break, the tornado that tore through the city of Nashville.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be flood next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So,
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Welcome back. Breaking news this morning, former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg has announced he is dropping out of the 2020 presidential election. This comes after an unsuccessful Super Tuesday. It is not known who he will endorse for president. Check KentWire.com for more developments on this story and tune back in tonight at 6 for more.
Former Vice President Joe Biden is projected to gain wins in 9 states for Super Tuesday. Bernie Sanders is projected to win Colorado, Vermont, and Utah. Former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg won the U.S. territory American Samoa. 3 states have not yet been called, including California and Maine, which may alter the candidates' standings.
An official from the National Weather Service's Storm Prediction Center is calling Tuesday the deadliest tornado day in 7 years, since EF touched down in Moore, Oklahoma, and killed 24 people. Rescue efforts are still underway, and the cleanup process is beginning.
A state of emergency has been declared in Tennessee following deadly storms Tuesday morning. Rescuers are going door to door searching for survivors, and they plan to continue Wednesday until they clear all of the structures in the hardest hit neighborhoods. East Nashville residents only had about 6 minutes to prepare for the storm to hit. Residents to the west had even less time.
It felt like a big rush of air pulling us up. And everything just started going away. Rain started pelting us, kids screaming.
While tens of thousands of people are still without power, communities are coming together to start cleaning up and moving forward.
He just immediately got in his car and came up here and brought the wood and said, let's build a fence. So we're just going to put this fence up real quick and be protected. But that's just how East Nashville is.
Tennessee's governor calls the efforts a profound turnout.
In the darkest of days, there's brightness when we see neighbors respond.
In Nashville, Tennessee, I'm Daryl Forges reporting.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
The Boston Celtics travel to Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers tonight. Kemba Walker will not be traveling and Gordon Hayward will likely be out. The Cavs are trying to avoid a 3-game losing streak to the 41-19 team. Despite the losing streak, the Cavs have seen positive improvements from rookie guard Colin Sexton. On Monday, he broke the career high of 31 points he just set 3 days prior in New Orleans, scoring 32 points against the Jazz. The Cavs and Celtics tip off at 7 in Rocket Mortgage Arena. Kent State's redshirt senior TJ Lawson was named the most outstanding field performer in the Mid-American Conference. Lawson carries the 4th highest heptathon score in the NCAA, along with ranking 31st nationally in long jump and 5th in conference for high jump. Lawson will end his indoor season at the NCAA Championship in Albuquerque, New Mexico, next Friday and Saturday. The Kent State women's basketball team plays their last regular season home game tonight. Kent takes on the Ohio Bobcats, who are tied for first place in the MAC East. Ohio now has 3-game losing streak, while the Flashes are coming off a double overtime victory against Bowling Green. The first time these two faced off was back in February. Ohio was able to grab the win 63-57. The matchup begins tonight at 7 p.m. in the MAC. It was senior night in the MAC. Despite missing some key players, Kent was eager to face off against Bowling Green. Let's take a look. Emotions were high in the MAC as it was senior night, as the team plays the MAC East leader Bowling Green, looking to gain some momentum into the conference tournament. Seniors Mitch Peterson, Philip Whittington, CJ Williamson, and Troy Simons, Antonio Boo-Man Williams were honored before the game with friends and family. Now, starting off hot in the first half, Williams with a close pass to Danny Pippen for a long-range bucket. Then, Williamson with some razzle-dazzle, taking it to the rack. Both him and Danny Pippen finished the first half with 16 points. Then Pippen with a nice bounce pass to Evan Bainbridge to end the first. In the second half, Peterson kicking it to Troy Simons for 3. He finishes with 10 points. Then Simons coming in hot from nearly the foul line dunks for Kent. Flashes were running away with this game in the second when JUCO transfer, who calls himself Boo-Man, takes it to the bucket for a 1-and-1. The Flashes sweep Bowling Green 83-69. The Flashes head to Akron Friday to play the co-regular season champs and arch rival Akron. I'm Mackenzie Pflum, and that's what's going on in your sports world, Portage County. Back to the desk.
Thanks for tuning in this morning.
You can find more news at Headlines and KentWire.com and tune in at 6 for our live newscast. I'm Kelsey Drennen.
And I'm Gigdyt Hartman. Have a great day, Portage County.
Train your brain for free at a Division of Information Technology workshop. Free workshops on Adobe products, Microsoft products, and more. Check them out online at training.kent.edu.
patriotism.